Hey, what is up there, guys, and welcome back to a brand new episode of The Evolve. How you guys doing on today? I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. Man, I need to get right into today's episode. We got to talk about this because with Logic and Eminem and Joyner, I mean, we done had a pretty exciting week in hip hop on last week. And I thought that with Joyner and Logic really making headlines on last week and releasing this new music, that it might be a good time for us to, for me to remind you that, Joyner and Logic, they kind of got beef. And to say don't like each other is a harsh of a word, but they don't feel each other. It's more Joyner than anything. But I want to go over today a interview. This is the reason why I'm talking about this, because you guys probably missed this. This is the most cringiest, but yet funny and entertaining interview ever, and it's featuring oh man, we've got everybody. We got Joe Budden, we got Akademiks, and we've got Joyner Lucas. So let's get right into it. Now this interview, it is on the Everyday Struggle podcast. Everybody got a podcast nowadays. Evolve, I need to make a podcast. But anyway, so it starts off with Joyner, he explaining his beef and his why he kind of not feeling Logic and what kind of happened. He talks a little bit about, hey, Logic, he's always talking about being black. Let's play the clip.
What is the issue with Logic? You sort of explained it. Still a little bit confusing, to be honest.
All right. So basically, when I met Tech 9, I started fucking with Tech. I'm on his tour bus. He playing records for his album. He played his one record called Sriracha. Mm-hmm. I want to get on it. I'm a Tech fan. I said, yo, let me get on it. He said, Logic's supposed to get on this. I was like, so what? Logic's cool, like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I wasn't the biggest Logic fan, you know what I mean? But I'm like, he's cool, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you think he's dope?
I think he can rap. But I feel like he just tries to prove that he's black too much for me. It's like every other bar, every other song is, I'm black. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm half black and half white. Oh, I'm black and I'm black.
Okay, so there's that. Let me, guys, stay with me because this gets interesting. It gets a bit cringe here at times. It's one of the most funniest interviews. So next he goes on. Now that's just the first part. That's petty, you think. Okay, so now we're at the point where they have agreed Joyner, Logic, and Tech 9 are all gonna be on this song together. So Joyner has done his verse, Tech 9 is done, and they sent it off to Logic. Now they get Logic's verse back in, and they wasn't feeling it. Joyner wasn't feeling it. He said that both him and Tech 9 wasn't too pleased with it, what he did with it.
What about lyrically though?
Lyrically, he's cool. Yeah. I mean, I don't hate the guy. Like, it is what it is. We waiting, and months go by, and I'm checking like, yo, did Logic get on that? Logic get on that? I just thought it was dope. Me, Tech, and Logic, like, you know what I mean? He does that fast shit too, so I thought it would be cool. And months go by. Finally, we get the record back, and when I heard it, I could just tell he wasn't too happy about me being on that record.
This is the version you actually hear on the song?
Yeah, this is the version.
He apologizes for taking so long.
I guess I'm supposed to come, but that part was whack as fuck. Why you gotta tell people? No. Not just that. But you telling everybody that you wasn't there with us making a record. Now you want to let it be known. I'm not there. I've been on the road. I should have had this to you a long time ago.
But it was an apology, though.
No, that wasn't a fucking apology.
Feel the same way you did about it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah, he felt some type of way about that shit. No, it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Tech felt some type of way about that shit. And Tech, my man, a lot of people like, oh, Joyner, like, why he come? I guess I'm supposed to come with that fast flow. You are supposed to come with that. I guess I'm supposed to come with that gas flow, but nah. I'ma just spit it. I'ma get it good. So what the fuck are you talking about? Like, yo, you listen to that verse. It's like, what are you saying right now, bro? And then
you know what he's saying.
Father Joe Budden, he steps in. I say father because all throughout this interview, Joe is the voice. He is presenting himself as the voice of reason. He is talking like he has a Harvard University degree. He had his feet crossed, and he's touching Joyner, and he's letting them know, hey, you're not better than Tech 9. Tech 9 is the greatest MC all time. Calm down, it's gonna be okay. Father Joe is here. Pump it up.
Now,
What?
you know exactly what he's saying. Tech 9 is one of the best MCs in the universe.
Right.
Particularly at that. You seem to be making your rounds as one of the better MCs today, also at that as well.
Right.
Logic is good at that. He is. He does it a lot on his albums. Can he do it with Tech? Probably not. I don't think that's an insult to Logic, that he can't do that with Tech.
Keep up with Tech?
Nobody can.
I don't know.
Nobody,
I felt like if I wasn't on that record, that
nobody
shit would have
can.
went. That
felt
verse
it
would have been
melded it?
different.
All right,
That
okay.
verse would have been different.
Was it also
No,
coupled
it
with
wouldn't
because
have.
he took
No,
that?
it would not have.
I disagree, bro.
But
He was
okay,
saucy.
you have to conclude.
He was mad, bro.
You're
He didn't want me on that
highly
song, bro.
intelligent,
Yeah.
so you have to, and you're well thought out.
Yeah.
So you have to have more information than I heard it and felt this way to conclude that, right?
Yeah.
I want to hear that.
So I'm gonna tell you.
What
So
issue would he?
Okay, so this next part, Joyner, he started explaining, hey, after we got the song out, we listened to the verses, and I killed it. I tried to reach out to Logic because I never met Logic. He had never met Logic. He reached out to Logic, and Logic manager was like, hey, Logic ain't trying to meet with nobody. and Joyner was like, I feel a certain way. And so that was number 2. And not just that, Joyner then goes on to talk a little bit about how he felt like Logic steals verses.
And then following up with him, like, yo, what's good? Joyner about to
let me
want to
play
go on
that
the road.
clip.
Did you, make the connection with Logic so them two can, and then the motherfucker just all Logic don't want to meet new people. Logics don't want to, so I'm like, all right, we just on the same song, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the very least, if I'm on a record with a nigga, and mind you, I didn't jump out the window yet and say how I felt about the record, but if I'm on a record with a nigga and the nigga bodies it, why not call him, like, reach out, my nigga, like, that shit was crazy. Next thing you know, a couple weeks go by, all of a sudden there's a suicide record out, right? 508, the number 1-800, blah, blah, blah. Now I feel saucy as fuck. Now I'm mad, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm like, yo.
Feeling kind of ripped off.
I feel, bro, that's how I felt. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Like, I just played my shit. I played the video, which you've never seen. You was so hyped about my fucking album title being a phone number. Like, yo, that's crazy. Like, 508, yo, what made you name it? Next thing you know, Logic's fucking 1-800 song is a phone number. Now I'm like, that's weird. You know what I'm saying? And then it's a suicide song at that. You know what I mean?
So
at the end of my I'm Sorry video, I put a suicide number there. You know what I mean? Now, I didn't want to jump out the window like, I'm the one who came out with the suicide. Cool, you spreading a good cause, my man. Like, that's good. That's great. Let's both do it. But at the same time, the tech shit, this shit, the manager, now I feel like that's what prompted me to jump out the window. And when we went into interviews, that's what prompted me to be like, I think he corny. Horrible timing, because after I did that interview, he did the VMAs or whatever the case may be.
Okay, but then next, Akademiks, he's like, hey, you know what? There was somebody else that was stealing clips. There's somebody, so Akademiks, he kind of starts snitching, but then Joe is like, hey, wait up. Stop snitching, man. You did that with 6ix9ine? Come on. So Joe tried to, like I said, Joe was the voice of reason. He bumps in before Akademiks start dry snitching on Russ. I'm gonna play the clip.
Hey,
100%.
No.
No, wait, one more at this. I had more questions for you, but I've heard the same thing, like almost the same story you're saying about Logic.
Yeah.
Someone came up here and said, they didn't say it on camera though, but they do feel that way. Russ said the same thing. He was like, yo, that nigga ripped some shit off of me.
Alright, and I heard that before too.
Hearing you say that,
not just Russ. I've heard this shit come from
Russ
someone.
said that on this show?
Yeah.
Me and him, we talked, and he said, listen, I had a problem
Russ
with
say
this.
that on air? I just want to make sure
No,
you're
but
not snitching.
this is
he's
public.
snitching.
He knows. He's said this before.
This is so funny, guys. Look at this. You look at Joyner. Joyner is just laughing, and he's looking at Joe like, fool, you a clown. Even Joyner's like, because Joe was like, hey, okay, I wanted to make sure you wasn't snitching on here. You ain't snitching on. But let's move on with the next clip.
Relax with your fucking man-bashing party that y'all want to have here. In that story you just told, how much accountability do you put on yourself?
As far as what?
You seem pretty upset at Logic, and I heard the story. Mm-hmm. How culpable do you think you are in what took place in that story?
With the tech story? Or with the
from starting it, all of that.
But when you say
what could Joyner Lucas
have done
differently to prevent some of these things?
I don't know, but I wouldn't. I don't.
Oh, stop.
Yeah, I wouldn't have.
Stop.
I wouldn't have done anything different.
Okay.
I don't take back what I did. I feel like I'm justified.
Okay. Why?
So now, Joe, he's playing psychiatry. First he was Daddy Joe. Now he's playing the psychiatry. You know, Eminem took his rap career, and now Joe is Dr. If hip hop had a Dr. Phil, here goes Joe Budden. I like this part. I like this part because Joe is like, he's steady touching Joyner, and it's like,
Joyner, it's your mom. You can talk to me. You tell me, where did the big bad me touch you at? Where did he touch you?
No, but Joyner's like, Joe it's so cringy. Joe is like, look, stop. No, stop. Shh. Stop. Let's play on.
Are you letting managers Logic hear anything? I mean, Logic's manager hear anything?
Oh, that's what you're talking
that
about.
You're doing. Why? Don't answer it. You answer it when you go to bed at night. Why are you letting anybody hear what you have going on? I think you're one of the more talented people in this business.
No, this is too good. Okay, so Joe, once again, he's still touching Joyner. At this point, you can look at Joyner's face and you can, why is this nigga keep touching me? So, with Joe, Joe, he is really in his Dr. Phil bag right now. He is like, he's like, why are you letting that manager touch? No, why are you letting that manager see your verses anyway? And then Joyner goes to answer, and he's like, shh. You answer that when you go to bed at night. Don't answer that. But right after that, Joe re-asked the question. Hey, no, ask the question. Why are you letting? I gotta play that back.
Are you letting managers Logic hear anything? I mean, Logic's manager hear anything?
Oh, that's what you're talking
that
about.
You're doing. Why? Don't answer it. You answer it when you go to bed at night. Why are you letting anybody hear what you have going on? I think you're one of the more talented people in this business.
For this next part, Joe do spit some real stuff right here. I'm gonna play this little litany. He spits some real stuff to Joyner.
Artists are gonna steal artist shit. Mm-hmm. Managers are gonna look to steal hot, fresh, new shit. You're in a business where one hot, fresh idea can feed 1 million families. Everybody is not as creative as you. Mm-hmm. Logic didn't do anything wrong in the story I heard from you. Logic's manager didn't do anything wrong in the story I heard from you. The mug is a mug, the table's a table, the sheet is the sheet. Everybody has a job to do.
You know what? I ain't even got nothing to say about this last clip, but the only thing is, why do Joe Budden, why do he sound like he's doing ASMR? Like, hey yo, Joyner, yeah, feel the vibration. Why are you letting him? Yeah. I can't. I don't think we got no more clips. All right, let's play our last clip to see how the conclusion of all this interview.
Just saying by industry standards.
Let me tell you what will happen. You're gonna run into a lot of those stories. You well on your way up. You're gonna run into a lot of niggas that's gonna steal from you. Unfortunately, you can't harbor the hate toward all of them because this is how the industry is made.
Well, no, that anger should just be
you are the
listened.
minority in terms of sitting home, innovating, curating, and fucking coming up with all this fresh shit that nobody has seen. Everybody's not doing it. I'm a creator and I watch your videos in some awe. They're well thought out. You're a bright nigga.
Joyner spitting that. So right now, Joe is spitting that illish, that real stuff right now. Now, lastly, Joe Budden, he lets them know, hey, because back in my day, we used to throw hands. We throw hands. Joe lets y'all know, hey, he ain't just no Mr. Pump It Up rapper.
You figure out how to funnel that, and you show it to niggas who deserve to see it before it's time to premiere. Fuck Logic. And especially fuck Logic if we was already feeling like fuck Logic. Now I'm putting more blame on Joyner Lucas. Because Joyner Lucas ain't being true to himself now. And my energy that I get from you is Joyner Lucas is true to shit. Joyner Lucas has integrity. So guess what? If we feeling a way toward Logic and how that fucking song went down, guess I'm never showing your manager shit, nigga. Now, let's draw a line in the sand now so you know where I stand. You gotta be true to you at all times. Then you're not ever gonna feel this way. And this is why you got to be careful with that. I'm telling him this for him. Where we come from, I'm going to want to hurt you. I'm going to want to hurt you when I feel like you stealing, you taking out of my pocket. In this business, they teach you, we clown you the second you react.
Okay, so then in conclusion, Akademiks, he ends it off, and that is that. Well, guys, there were so many cringe moments. I just had to share this with you. Now, this happened about 6 or 7 months ago, if I believe this, far as this interview, but I had to re-bring it back. In my opinion, let me be honest with you guys. Both of these guys, you know, till this day, and even Eminem, you know, Eminem, he has done features and rap songs with the both of them, and he tried to be that mediator, and still today, they still haven't really collaborated and came together, and I think that's just it. Hip-hop today, it is super petty, it's super trolly, it's super gimmicky, too. I mean, that's just the hip-hop with everyone. It's so gimmickly, trolling, and it's all of that all combined. It's so much stuff happening. But with regards to these two, my opinion is that I say that these two just need to straighten it out, because both of these, both Joyner and Logic, they have came into the game and they have came on top. You know, they are at the top, and they came in and came up really quick. And it wasn't because of gimmicks, it wasn't because of fake trickery, it wasn't because of their hair or the way they were looking. Nah, they came up through like their skill and, you know, and their talent and their ability. And that is a little foreign now today. But anyway, that's just my opinion. I'd like to know what you guys think of this interview. I'll link the whole interview because I cut a few parts out because this video is going to be long anyway. But I thank you guys for watching. #Evolver if you watch till the very end. Guys, as always, if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. We got a lot of content coming. A lot of good content coming. Like I said, hip-hop is so trolly right now. It's time for someone to start pointing it out. Pointing it out. YouTube, the reactors, the everybody, all these podcasters, the YouTubers, reactors, they all trolling, and I'm here to point it out. I thank you guys for watching. We have a lot of fun here. As always, KIP guys, keep it positive. I'll see you guys next video.